Hello, this is the Tradesight U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview for Thursday the 3rd and Friday the 4th of May 2018. As usual, we don't do a market preview for Friday, so most of the week's played out at that point. We did have a Fed announcement today. It was a boring day until the announcement. It was a boring day for an hour after the announcement, and then the market slipped back late. So hopefully Thursday is a better trading day of the week. Here's a look at the ES front month futures contract. This is the daily chart of the broad market in futures form, and we're kind of at the low end of that triangle wedge that's forming. Go through the daily charts, and then we'll look at the intraday action. Here's crude oil down 27 cents to 67.65. Gold down $4.30 to 13.02. New lows for the year so far. S&P cash index loses 19.13. Nasdaq 100 loses 37.48. SOX down 652. This one, watch under that 1200 level. That would be a mess. Biotech's down 43.01. Note that this is 13 buy signal. Last time we got one of those is back in November, and we took off running. So this is a 13 signal today. We'll see if that matters the way the market's set up right now. VIX gains 48 cents to 15.97. The trend up closes at 1.46. That puts that 10-day back at 1.07. So we never quite got the sell signal there. Nasdaq volume 2.15 billion, the best volume in 2.5 weeks. Advanced decline ratio on the Nasdaq was still positive 225 on the New York negative 112. In terms of the big stocks, Google was down $14.70, Apple up $7.47, Netflix up literally 6 cents, Amazon loses $12.58, Tesla up $1.23, TLT, the 20-year bond ETF, down 13 cents, Goldman Sachs down $2.62. That is a new 6-month low. That takes you back to lows of October. Wow, on Goldman Sachs, that's not good. In terms of the intraday action, so here's the 5-minute candles. Again, a small gap down. Look how flat we were all the way through to lunch. We tried to spike up right before lunch, and that immediately failed. We tried to sweep the lows in the middle of lunch, and that failed. We were just sitting right where flat for the day. And then the Fed announcement came out, got 10 minutes spike up. We hit that 26.56.25 TriStar level. Stalled out there and then came back in, and it really wasn't until the last 30 minutes that we broke the lows and started to make the move for the day. So didn't even get under the lows the prior day in that action, and we filled all the gaps. All right, so in terms of data that's left for the week, on Thursday we've got challenger job cuts an hour before the bell, non-farm productivity and unit labor costs, along with the weekly initial and continuing unemployment claims, and trade balance, one of our big three, at 8:30 a.m., an hour before the bell. Sorry, the challenger job cuts is 2 hours before the bell. Final services PMI 15 minutes in. ISM non-manufacturing PMI and factory orders 30 minutes in. Natty gas an hour in. On Friday, we got the unemployment rate an hour before the bell. That's another big one. And then that's it. And so we've already got trade balance and unemployment out of the way for the month, 2 big ones. And a Fed meeting out of the way this week. So a lot of stuff going. We're past the earnings season for the most part. Just a normal trading month until we get to Memorial Day at the end of it. Charts as usual brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading Thursday and Friday.